Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kyrja and Tonia, and the authors and illustrator, the author and illustrator of Rupert'ts Tales, and also the Rupert'ts Tales activity book. There are two. Now, the other one, it's one of the things that it's very people have a little bit of difficulty. It's to teach children about death and about Samhain. Because Samhain is a festival of the dead and of the ancestors and all of that. How did you get around this? Because this is sometimes the problem with parents, is that they're fine with Yule, and they're fine with Beltane, and they're fine with Lammas and Mabon, and everything goes fine until Samhain comes. And then now you have to tell the children about death and about, about the ancestors and about the old ones and all of that. How did you get around it? That was one of the questions of the email.
It was actually pretty easy for me because I was dealing with actually the death of a wonderful lady by the name of Miss Betty. And so I dedicated that story to her, by the way, Miss Betty. And so, again, it's hard to explain how things come about, Karagan, because it is so very, I open a blank page and I start writing to see what's going to happen. Okay, so it's really amazing to me how the story comes about. So all I know is that I wanted to honor Miss Betty in this story. And this is not one of the stories that I read at a festival or any kind of gathering unless it's more quiet, it's respectful, because this is not a fun story. This is a toned down the little girl, her name is Becky in the story, that she finds Rupert, and even though he's afraid of people still at that point, or at least nervous around people, he lets her gather him up in her arms, and he ends up being in circle with her. The high priestess comes into the forest looking for Becky and says, "Come on with me and bring your little friend too." And so Rupert goes into circle with her, and she closes her eyes. The high priestess, addresses death, saying that nature is nature. This is the way that we're all going to reach our end at some point. But however you choose to celebrate it, however you choose to address it, it's okay. Whether it's with laughter because you're remembering good memories, or because it's with tears because you miss somebody, it's okay. And because of the magic involved in the circle, just the regular everyday magic that you and I all experience in sacred space, nothing, hocus pocus about it, just the energy that everyone is in to circle together. Because of that, Rupert is able to connect with Becky and hear what she is thinking, what she is feeling, because he sure has no idea what brushing the hair is all about. But her grandmother had just passed, and she was sad because she was gone. And so she remembered her grandmother brushing her hair all the time. So it's using that memory. My own grandmother brushed my hair when I was little, you see. So it's bits and pieces from all different places.
Yeah.
So
now I wanted to read it. There's two things that I wanted to read, and I think that summarizes in the Samhain. So we're actually looking at the Rupert'ts Tales, the Wheel of the Year, and this is the second one. It's Samhain, Yule, Imbolc and Ostara. And on the Samhain, in the end of the Samhain story, it says this: Samhain is remembering and holding those who died near in our hearts. Remembering love and laughter we shared is the very best part. With smiles or tears, no matter how or what you do, how you remember those you have loved is up to you. So it's just so beautiful, the way you just put it on. And it's one of the most difficult festivals there is to explain to a child. So they say. Not until now. From now on, it's not hard at all. Just buy the book.
That's good. Exactly.
And use Kyrja and Tonia, wonderful art. to explain to your child what is Samhain about. Because this was one of the concerns that people when they email me, that how do you do it for Samhain? How do you do it? So here it is. This is how they do it, and I really recommend you to not only buy the books but buy the activity book, which is wonderful too.